Good day, everyone. My name is Ku Chung Kwan, and we are from Heng High School. Our innovation is about Decomposer Sink. Our team members consist of Alvin Idingyang, Ku Chung Kwan, me, and Tan Su Yang. First of all, there are more than 38,000 metric tons of food waste produced per day in our country. And what are the problems with that? Only 5% of food is composted globally, and uneaten food is the single largest municipal waste, which means that a waste type consists of everyday items that are discarded by the public and garbage that is produced almost constantly. Besides that, 49% of waste in landfills is made up of organic food waste. And the most dangerous part is food waste emits methane gas. So, why is methane gas dangerous? It is more than 25% as potent as carbon dioxide at trapping heat in the atmosphere. Over the last 2 centuries, methane concentrations in the atmosphere have more than doubled because methane is a powerful greenhouse gas and short-lived compared to carbon dioxide. Next, my team members Tan Su Yang will talk about the process of the biodecomposer sink.
Next, I will be talking about the process of using our biodecomposer sink. So for the first one, just throw your food waste into the sink and let the water flow. For the next step, we are gonna rotate the handle to cut down all the foods into small pieces. And for the last step, just sit back and relax as your food waste will become fertilizer. So we have used some concepts in our innovations. For the first thing, we have used the refraction of light, as the water lens will focus the sun rays onto the food waste in the container, further heat up the compost. For the next thing, we have used the reflection of light, which is aluminum foil of the dehydrator will reflect the sun rays onto the container at the same time. And for the last one, the total surface area of our food waste is larger than before, since the food waste has been cut into smaller pieces and the rate of evaporation will increase. Next, our leader, Alvin Idingyang, will be talking about the objective of our innovation.
Good day, my name is Alvin. Our biodecomposer sink aims to save space in terms of food waste. You see, our innovation can dry up the food waste so that it can be made more compact. You can just compress it because it's dry. And we want everyone to be able to produce free fertilizer. With our sink, you can produce fertilizers organically, and by that you get to avoid expenses on commercial fertilizers that are used on plants or trees. And we also want to allow everyone to be able to utilize food waste in a more eco-friendly way. And why eco-friendly? Our biodecomposer sink does not actually use any electricity and does not even produce carbon footprints on this world. And we even get to reduce food waste in landfills. As stated, there's almost 49% of waste that is food waste in the landfills. So next, the difference between our biodecomposer sink with composter in the market is that we have a slide to allow the food waste to slide into the cooker, which we now call it as a dehydrator. And we also put pores in the cutter to allow water to flow away from the solid food waste, to separate them to further reduce the moisture of the food waste. We would like to make impacts in this world by allowing everyone to be able to reduce household food waste. You see, dehydrated food waste, as stated, is actually more compact. You can compress it and you can produce free organic fertilizers for your plants. Dehydrated food waste can be actually used as fertilizers, as stated. So why should you buy our biodecomposer sink? Well, it actually does not occupy a very large space. It's just a basin and a dehydrator, and its build structure is not that expensive. It's just PVC and some perspex, mostly plastic, and we want everyone to be able to utilize food waste, so you get to reduce your waste, like food waste, to produce fertilizers that you can use for your house plants. So next, I'm gonna show you more on the introduction of our biodecomposer sink.
For our biodecomposing, it consists of a basin, cutter, and a dehydrator. We use pipe and the connectors to build the structures of it. And for the basin, it is held by 2 perspex holders. And we also drill a hole at the centers of the basin, connect with a pipe directly to the cutter. Then this is the platforms to hold the cutters. We use perspex as well. And below of it is a PVC pipe which allows the waters to flow down and prevent waters to flow inside the footways to reduce the moisture as much as possible. And when the footways flow down through the sliders, it enters the containers in the dehydrator. And this, we used the structure of a lanterns to build and wrap with the aluminum foil.
So, when the food was slid into the container, this is our water lens. The water lens will act as a convex lens to focus light ray onto the container. And we wrap the structure with aluminum foil. This aluminum foil will help to reflect the light ray onto the center point, which is our container. Furthermore, it will help to trap the heat and therefore to increase the speed of dehydration.
So to use this biodecomposer sink is pretty easy. So this ideally should be placed in an area like kitchen where you can produce like organic waste, mostly food waste. So to use this basin, you just put the waste into the sinkhole as so. And then you let the water flow out from the cutter, out from this sink first. Only after that you start twisting it using the cutter as shown. And the cutter will just let the food waste, it will destroy the food waste to much smaller pieces and let the food waste just slide into this container, into our dehydrator. So that's pretty much it on how you should use our biodecomposer sink. Further improvement, we have realized that by wrapping the dehydrator with a black wrap can furthermore heat up the dehydrator to further increase the rate of dehydration.